Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning. So we are today in El Canuelo, okay, with an ñ, and this is one of our inland villages. And when we say inland, when you're looking for properties and we say inland, it might sounds to you like it's a little bit far from anywhere. But this is why we are here today, to show you that because it's inland doesn't mean that we are in the middle of nowhere, okay? So we want to show you how good access roads we have for these properties, that they are in towns that they are beautiful and a little bit inland, but still you're well connected to big towns, to major airports. So that's why we're here today. So let's go. We're gonna first show you a little bit of El Cañuelo, okay? It's a little hamlet, but still you have a bar, what we will show you later. You have deliveries for bread, fish, meat, everything, but it's only 1 kilometer away from a bigger town, okay, Fuente Tojar, and that will be our second place to go, okay? So El Cañuelo has around 700 inhabitants, and if you look for peace and tranquility, this is a good area to be, okay? But at the same time, you can just take your bike and go and buy your stuff, and or just go to Priego de Cordoba, which is only 8 kilometers from here, okay? So let's go then now.
So now we're in the car after Raquel's lovely introduction. As she mentioned, El Cañuelo is a little hamlet, and what we're going to do is take you a little tour around the little streets, the typical Spanish streets, just so that you can get an idea of what it looks like. In fact, just turning in here in front of us we have the bar. This opens, I believe, at 12 in the afternoon. Then they'll tend to stay open for lunch, and then they'll close again for a siesta, and then normally on a night time they'll open up again for the locals. Another thing that Raquel didn't mention is here you've also got a doctor's. They're not here every day, but they do come on various days of the week. And for those who love to go to church, there's also a church, which is in front of you. Oh, and look, here is the bread lady as we speak. That's also another thing that Raquel mentioned about. This is what they do. They go around. In fact, no, she's selling fruit and veg.
Buenos días.
So it's nice to know that, you know, even though you are in a small village, you've still got the facilities and you've still got the people going around and selling everything that you need on a day-to-day basis. You can see the church here, and the doctor's is open today. I mean, to walk around the village itself, it's only going to literally take you, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, or maybe less.
Or maybe less, but at the end of the day, it's a very pretty place to be. Very much typical Spanish, very friendly neighbours. And like she also mentioned, we are literally a kilometre away from a larger village, which is Fuente Tojar, which is our next destination. Also, while we are here, just to inform you that if you were ever looking to come and stay in the area, this place here is actually, they rent the house out and the rooms out. So if you were looking to get a better feel on the location, then this is a great place to stay. It's a great base. So as we work our way out of the village, you'll see we've got all these nice quirky streets, as I like to call them. And this brings us back onto the main road into El Cañuelo. If you love to walk and you love cycling, then this is a great area to be in because there's lots of different routes. So as you can see at this junction, we actually have, if we go to the left, it takes us to Alcoyete, the town of Alcoyete, and also you can go straight to Cordoba. Or if we turn right, then that would lead us to the large town of Priego de Cordoba. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this exit and we're going to go into Fuente Tojar. So we're now entering Fuente Tojar. It's a beautiful entrance, as you can see, surrounded by, you've got the pines on one side and the olive groves on the other. This is a village. It's got all the amenities that you need, the basic amenities, from supermarkets to banks to butchers to bakeries. There's a school. And you've also got a municipal swimming pool here. So if you did live in El Canuelo, where we've just left, then at the end of the day, just literally a kilometre away, you've got the municipal swimming pool here in Fuente Tojar. Again, it's a quaint village. You'll see as we come into the centre, we've got a plaza, and this is where they have their fiestas and where they celebrate throughout the year and have festivals. And what the locals have done is, on some of the side walls that looked a little bit ugly, they've actually painted them and, you know, made them into something beautiful and made them into art. What we're going to do now is going to pull up and then we're going to show you a little bit of the centre. So this is the plaza, as I was mentioning. At the moment they've got some sort of little reunion going on. It's a great space for the summer months when they have their parties, because you also have a kiosk. And here's Raquel, and now what we're going to do is take you for the rest around the rest of the village. So now we're back in the car again and we're going up the main street. You've got Bar Chico's here, which is very popular. We've got a public parking space, which in the summer they actually close off and they make into a football pitch for the children. We have a little supermarket, Alzara, as well as a pharmacy. We have the doctors, and up here is actually where they have the should I say, not the supermarket, the market on a Monday. So the market, you can get all sorts, from your fruit and veg to your curtains to even knickers if you wanted them. And this is literally, they put this out here on this part of the road. Now as we turn to the right, we have another bar, which is just here. You can also put the lottery on there. They do Menú del Día in there, which is great. I think it's around about 9-10 euros. And where we're going to take you now is another area where you can buy fresh fish and meat. Just here on the left hand side is a large bed and breakfast. Fantastic place if you want to, again, stay in the village and explore. And then literally to the right of here, this brick building is on a Wednesday and Thursday they open it up and they do fresh fish and fresh meat in there. Okay, where else are we going to go now, Raquel?
We're going to Castil de Campos.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What about if we take a little trip up first to where the swimming pool is?
Okay, yes, let's do that.
Okay. So what you will see is all these little streets. Eventually they all lead back down to the main road again, where we've came in and where the park is. As you can see, there we are back in the plaza again. So off the main street, this is what takes us up to, well, you've even got the Guardia Civil, there's even an old museum, and this is where the municipal swimming pool is. So the swimming pool normally opens at the end of June once the children finish school, and it tends to stay open until September time. Don't think it'll be open today, but just to literally show you where the location is, which is straight ahead, where they've got all the people clearing up and preparing it for summer. So as we come out of the swimming pool, go back down to the roundabout, you'll find that in this village there's quite a few one-way systems, but you'll get used to it. And again, what this does is it takes us back down to the main street. So as we work our way out of the village, just here we have the town hall. And as we continue out, this leads us then to the next village, which is, as Raquel mentioned, Castil de Campos. And this is going to be our third and final destination. So as we leave Fuente Tojar and we go over the mountainside, you will see in the distance there, Castil de Campos. So here we are now on entering Castil de Campos, another lovely entrance to this village. Gives you the foresty feel with the pine trees, nice and green throughout the whole year. And what this does is it brings us into where we've got a couple of bars and then down into the main plaza. So along here what we have is some exercise machines. These are for the people of the village who go for a daily walk and they fancy doing that a little bit extra. You have this that run all the way along the side. Nice little good thing to know for those builders out there. You actually have a builder's yard in the village itself, which we just passed on the left hand side. And once again, in general, this village has everything. So here we have the first bar of many in the village. You can see here, the Rincón de Chema. And what it has next to it is a park area, so if you've got children on a summer evening, you can have a nice drink and they can play safely on the park. You will see that in the villages they're actually doing quite a bit of building work, which is a good sign. And as we come down the road here, we have the town hall just to the right. And there we are. Nice modern building. And now we're entering the plaza. Again with another couple of bars. You have a tobacconist, you have a bank, and up here we have a doctor's, and this is actually where they have a market as well on a Friday. So the market runs up this street. All the streets are lined with orange trees, making it very pretty. Here we have a nice pretty fountain area. And from here you have various walking routes, as you can see in front of you. To come back down the road, I just wanted to show you even though we've just shown you this plaza area, what I didn't show you is the beautiful church, which for me is the most stunning part of Castil de Campos. It's really well kept, very traditional. Just brings, you know, colour to the village. So now what this does is it just winds us down through the village, where you've got residential areas throughout, and you will find various shops like hardware stores and more little supermarkets and so on. What this does is it brings us back down and leads us back onto the main road again.
So Hayley, we are ending our trip today.
We are. So today, obviously, I hope that you've got a little bit more information on basically the 3 areas that we've viewed. So don't forget, we've been to Canuelo, we've been to Fuente Tojar, and we're now in Castil de Campos. What you can do is, you can go on our website, you can click on, don't forget, Cordoba province. When you click on the Cordoba province, the towns and the villages will come up. You can then click into each village and see what property is available. If you have trouble or you want more information, you want to go and view a house in one of these areas, get in contact with us. That is what we're here for, okay? Obviously, we've only shown you little glimpses of the places where we've been today, but at the end of the day, we know a lot more, and that's what we're here to help you and to find you the right location and the right property. So, all that's left to say now is, well, we hope you enjoyed it, don't we, Raquel?
Yeah, we did.
And let's hope that you get in contact with us soon and we can help you find your property here in Spain.